Students, before we start the chemical properties, let me add one more physical property here, that is the ease of liquefaction and solubility in water. Due to increase in atomic size, students, there will be increase in the van der Waals forces, and hence the ease of liquefaction, student, increases down the group from helium to radon. Solubility in water, the noble gases are only slightly soluble in water, and it increases from helium to radon. The solubility of noble gases in water is due to the dipole-induced dipole interaction. Water is a polar molecule, so when it comes near a noble gas atom, it induces a dipole in the noble gas atom by polarizing the symmetrical electron cloud of noble gas atom. As a result, an induced dipole appears on the noble gas atom, leading to the interaction between the polar water molecule and the induced dipole in the noble gas atom. As a result, the noble gas dissolves in water. So, we can conclude that they are sparingly soluble in water, right? Now, the chemical properties in general, student, the noble gases are not very reactive, they are least reactive. Their inertness to chemical reactivity is attributed to the following reason. The first is noble gas except helium have got completely stable NS2-NP6 valential electronic configuration. They have very high ionization enthalpy, and the electron gain enthalpy of all noble gases are almost zero, or they have very large and positive values. They have neither tendency to gain nor to lose any electron, and they do not enter into chemical combination. The reactivity of noble gases has been investigated occasionally ever since the discovery, but all the attempts to force them to react to form the compound were unsuccessful. Until Niall Bartlett, right, he observed the reaction of noble gas. He was the first to prepare a red compound which is formulated as O2-PtF6, right, and he just indicated that he realized that the first ionization enthalpy of helium, right, of molecular oxygen was almost identical with that of xenon. He realized that the first ionization enthalpy of molecular oxygen, that is O2, was almost similar to that of xenon. So, he made efforts to prepare same type of compound with xenon as was with that of the oxygen for platinum, and was successful in preparing Xe-PtF6 xenon hexafluoroplatinate by mixing PtF6 and xenon. So, the first noble gas compound to be prepared was Xe-PtF6. After the discovery, number of xenon compounds, mainly with most electronegative elements like fluorine and oxygen, have been synthesized. The compounds of krypton are fair, only the difluorides have been studied. Now students, there are the compounds of xenon and fluorine which we will discuss now. Good morning students, today we are going to start the next and the last group of P block element, that is group 18, also called as the noble gases or the inert gases. Now students, group 18 elements, you know that it consists of 6 elements: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. Students, all these are gases and they are chemically unreactive. They form very few compounds, so they are termed as noble gases. All noble gases except radon occur in the atmosphere. Their atmospheric abundance in dry air is 1% by volume, of which argon is the major constituent. So the noble gas which is found in comparatively larger quantity in the atmosphere is argon. Now students, helium and sometimes neon, they are found in the minerals of radioactive origin, example pitchblende, monazite and cleavite. The main commercial source of helium is natural gas. Xenon and radon are the rarest elements of the group. Radon is obtained as a decay product of radium. Now students, the general characteristics of noble gases. Except helium, all the noble gases have 8 electrons in their valence shell, right? And therefore, the general electronic configuration of noble gas is Ns2np6. Many properties of noble gases, students, including their inactive natures, are ascribed to their closed shell structures. Students, the ionization enthalpy of the noble gases is quite high, right? And this is because to the stable, completely filled configuration of noble gases. However, the ionization enthalpy decreases with the increase in the atomic number from helium to radon due to increasing atomic size. Now students, the atomic size in case of noble gases, the atomic size corresponds to the van der Waals radii. As we go down the group, the van der Waals radius increases due to addition of new electronic shell. The next property is the electron gain enthalpy. Since the noble gas have got stable electronic configuration Ns2np6, they have no tendency to accept the additional electron. Therefore, the electron gain enthalpy are 0, or they have very large positive value of electron gain enthalpy. Now students, the physical properties of group 18 elements. They are all monoatomic, colorless, odorless and tasteless. They are sparingly soluble in water and have very low melting point and boiling point. Students, the melting point and boiling point of noble gases are very low in comparison to other substances of comparable atomic mass and molecular masses. This indicates that the only weak van der Waals forces are present between the atoms of noble gases in the liquid or the solid state. These van der Waals forces increases with increase in atomic size of the atom, and therefore the boiling and the melting point on moving down the group increases. Helium has got an unusual property of diffusing through most commonly used laboratory materials such as rubber, glass or plastics. Helium has got lowest boiling point of any substance, and hence it has got the unusual property of diffusing through the most commonly used lab materials. Next we will discuss students chemical properties. Yes students, we will now discuss the xenon fluorine compounds, right? As I have mentioned that xenon forms compound was the first noble gas whose compounds were studied by Bartlett, right? So we will discuss xenon fluorine compounds here. Xenon forms 3 binary fluorides XeF2, XeF4 and XeF6 by direct reaction of elements under appropriate experimental conditions. Now if we have to prepare XeF2, that time the temperature should be 673 Kelvin and it's 1 bar at pressure. When xenon and fluorine in the gaseous state will form XeF2, and xenon concentration should be high, its quantity should be high. Similarly, xenon tetrafluoride XeF4 is formed when the ratio is 1:5, then XeF4 is formed. XeF2 when is in the ratio 1:20, XeF6 is formed. XeF6 can also be prepared by interaction of XeF4 and O2F2 at 143 Kelvin. Xenon difluoride, tetrafluoride and hexafluoride, these are all colorless crystalline solids and sublime radially at 298 Kelvin. They are powerful fluorinating agents. Students, they are easily hydrolyzed even by traces of water. XeF2, when it's treated with water, it will give Xe plus HF and oxygen gases liberated. The structure of 3 xenon fluorides can be deduced from VSEPR theory. So XeF2 and XeF4 have linear and square planar structure respectively. Hope so everyone remembers the valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. According to that, the electron pair arrangement around the central atom is in such a way so that there is minimum repulsion and maximum stability. Students, XeF6 has 7 electron pairs, 6 bonding and 1 lone pair, and would have a distorted octahedral structure as found experimentally in the gas phase. Now XeF2, this is a linear shape of XeF2. You can see the position of the 3 lone pairs, and the location of the bond pair is in a straight line, so it has got the linear shape. Similarly, we have got a square planar shape which can be explained on the basis of VSEPR theory of XeF4. It has got 2 lone pairs on the xenon atom, and the 4 fluorine atoms are arranged on a plane, and it gets the square shape. Xenon fluorine compounds, they react with fluoride ion acceptors to form cationic species and fluoride ion donors to form fluoroanions. Right? So XeF2 plus PF5 gives XeFPTF6 negative. Similarly, reaction will take place with SbF5, which is antimony fluoride. XeF6 when reacts with metal fluoride will form XeF7 negative. Students, xenon oxygen compounds of group 18s are also available, and the hydrolysis of XeF4 and XeF6 with water will give xenon trioxide, right? And on partial hydrolysis of XeF6 gives oxyfluorides XeOF4 and XeO2F2. Students, XeO3 is colorless explosive solids, pyramidal molecular structure. XeOF4 colorless volatile liquid, square pyramidal and molecular structure it has. Now students, these are the structures of the xenon compounds. We have XeF6, XeOF4 and XeO3. So students, go through these structures. These are very structures are very important because they have been asked to be drawn. Uses of noble gases. Helium is non-inflammable and light gas. It is used in filling balloons for meteorological observation. It is also used in gas-cooled nuclear reactors. So these are the uses of noble gases. So liquid helium, it has been found its use in cryogenic agent for carrying out various experiments at low temperature. It is used to produce and sustain powerful superconducting magnets, which form an essential part of NMR spectrometer and MRI system for clinical diagnosis. It is used as diluent for oxygen in modern diving apparatus because of its very low solubility in blood. Right, students? So similarly, we have got the other uses of the noble gases also. For example, the neon, right? It has been found its use